But you want it to sound like an earthquake, like when the earthquake starts and shit's
like power.
Okay, let's do it.
People won't have their heads screwed on. Family members will separate, and thus the level of family trust will turn into dust. When love is badly needed to be translated, love is misunderstood, babbling on in a different language. People will die unnecessarily in the street, and the livestock will have mad cow's disease. Searching for the love of oasis, but the idol of love is uncharted. Well, a paradise is sitting and waiting, overflowing love and kindness, fit for many a king and queen. A perfect way of honest.
And if you have one thing left that's precious to you, that you have hidden away in your hideaway shack, that you love very much, it will be taken away as well, and they won't give a fuck.
Critical times hard, misinterpretation and misunderstanding. Prepare for not a smooth but a fatal crash landing. Still in the face of all of this grimace. Throughout these trials and tribulations, man, I say this. Keep the eye of the tiger and shine bright in the mud. Over lathered up with the soap of righteousness. When surrounded deep in red tape and stress. And Babylon watches you with blood and war. Turn the other way and look back no more. Put on a happy face and look straight ahead. Chin up, shoulders back should be the motto instead. Think about angel blue, not devil red. Yeah. Blue is for love, and red is for death. Love will prevail.
But first, there will be brimstone and hell on the thin road to agape that's treacherous. This prize reserved for some, but not all of us. This is the magic mountain of heaven after a highway of hell. Yes, love will prevail.
In these last days, critical times hard to deal with. You'll have to rip your heart out and save it for later. And through these times of bitterness, be a lover, not a hater, y'all.
In these last days, critical times hard to do it. In these last days, critical times. In these last days, critical times hard to do it. In these last days, critical times. Critical times. Critical times. Critical times. Critical times.
Come on, tell me something.
Sounds good. Come on in and listen to it.
Good job, man.
Oh, shit.